Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video, I will be doing a little bit of bait fishing. Not too sure if I'll have the chance to get out and do some catfishing this coming up weekend, but that is the plan. I'm doing some bait fishing to just be prepared, and if I'm able to go catfishing this weekend, well then, I'll have some bait to fish with. The main target today is creek chubs, but I'd be all right with some red horse suckers. I'd be all right with any kind of big baits that I can use to cut up or to use for live bait. I don't even care. I just need some baits for the weekend. I'd rather use some live big baits to catch some catfish. So stick around, stay with me, stay tuned, stick around here. I already said that, but stay tuned. And I said that too, but hang with me for a little bit longer and we'll get out there. It's really windy out today, so stick around. There's not going to be a whole lot of talking going on, but I'll try to keep my back to the wind so that way the microphone isn't going to be all muffled. So stay tuned, and hopefully we can get on some bait fish for you guys, for me, for this weekend. Stay tuned. Here it is, guys. I should be able to catch something here. Something. But I won't know until I rig up a rod and get some bait out there. So let's do that. I'm going to be using a bobber for one rod, and the other one I'm just going to have on the bottom. Wax worms and cut up minnows. I don't know, I might try some live minnows as well, but I've never caught any chubs on live minnows. But today might be the day. Okay, wasn't even recording there, but got the bobber out and I had a baby chub just sucking on it. I just had another hit. This might be easier than I thought it was gonna be. For my bottom rod, I'm gonna use just a half of a minnow on bottom. It's my bottom rod. Just gonna cast it out onto the right side over there, right side of that current seam. I'm gonna put the bait feeder on and just hope for the best there, I suppose. I'll watch the tip. I'll keep an eye on the tip, guys. Let's get this bobber rod back out there. Oh, that should do it. That should do it. That should do it right there. That should do it. Oh, I'm getting a hit on the bait feeder rod. Missed it. Frickin' missed it. There we go. Creek chub on. There we go. First one of the day. It is the target species. They could be a little bigger than that, but that is some prime time bait right there. In the pail you go, bud. Make friends with those minnows now. Can't get my camera to go fast enough. Maybe I should just keep it rolling non-stop here. Come here, bud. Another one for the pail. Ah, something was running with it. Didn't take my bait though. Didn't feel a hook in its lip. Don't be afraid to twiggle your bobber. You know, make it dance a little bit. There we go. Another one. Some good baits will catch you some good fish. Ooh, there's a better one. There's a better one. That's what I'm here for. Yes. That is what I'm here for. That's some good bait right there. That is a good one. That is a good one. Did I say that's a good one yet? Because it is. It's a good one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Set the hook on a stick. Oh, that's a nice one too. Oh, it took my bait. Yeah, we'll release that one on shore. Bait fishing. Nothing too interesting about bait fishing. Except for when you're catching some bait that you're trying to target. Then it gets really interesting. I really like bait fishing, actually. It gives you a sense of pride. You went out, you caught your bait. Then you go out and catch the monster catfish off of the bait that you caught. It's just it's a really good feeling when you accomplish those two goals. There's another one. Another one. These smaller ones are going to be really good for live bait, and that big one that I caught so far, that'll be pretty good for cut bait. I don't know what I'm going to use it for quite yet. There's another nice one. Another nice one for the bucket. This is like trout. They're so floppy. They're not as slimy as trout. Another nice cutter or just a big live bait for the bucket. Oh, there's a bite. And there's a fish. No, that one will be a good live bait. And that one didn't even steal all my bait. So let's get back out there again. All right. That one, it bit it. I swear it did. But somehow I got it in the butthole. Do fish bite with their butts sometimes? That bucket's getting full. What's the limit on creek chubs? Comment down below. Man. Well, you guys, mainly making this bait fishing video to just further announce that I'm doing a giveaway right now, and all the information will be linked in the description down below. But if you want to enter that giveaway, that's a good looking bucket there, bucket of bait. If you want to enter that giveaway, just surf down in the description down below, and yeah, follow along with the directions and you will be entered to win said giveaway. It's for a complete ice rod and reel. You can go check out my last video, and I have all the information in that video right at the end of that video. Plus, it's a pretty good video. I catch a bunch of walleye and a pretty cool fish right there at the end. So go check out that video. Look at that, just good looking baits. Good looking baits. I'm gonna catch a few more of these, head home, get them on some bubbles, and maybe freeze a couple of those big ones. And now I'm ready for catfishing this weekend, if I choose to do so. If I'm able to do so, I should say. God, it's just instant. It's instant. There we go. I think that snag is kind of holding the fish. It's a nice downed little, it's like a miniature tree in the water. I think all these fish are just hanging around it. All these creek chubs. Gosh, I'd like them a little bigger than that. I've got like 3 big ones in there, 3, maybe 4 now. But I guess these little ones will be good live baits if I can keep them alive. I'll kind of explain what I'm doing here. So there's a good amount of current flow coming out of these tubes, right? Well, I'm fishing right on the side of this current seam, and there's like a little backwater flow here that comes back around, circles back around, and then gets sucked back into that current seam again, into the hard current. So I'm just kind of letting my bobber do its thing out there. I'll cast it out next. Ooh, there's another one. Cast it out next to that current seam, and then I'll just let it kind of do its thing. It'll flow into the softer flow current out there, come back to me, and if it makes it back to me, chances are I didn't catch a fish. But usually it'll get about from, I don't know, wherever I cast it to out there, it'll get from that point to about the halfway mark to me, and I'll get a bite right away. All right, I'll quickly explain to you guys why fishing next to a current seam is so effective. There's water flowing through, which is creating bubbles, and fish like a lot of aeration. Well, not all fish, but ooh, there's a good one. Nope, maybe not. That's about medium size. Pretty much in all situations, I like fishing current seams. When I'm catfishing, when I'm walleye fishing, when I'm bass fishing, I like there to be a current seam right next to me. And why I like to do that is because there's constant airflow coming out. This current is ripping hard enough where it's creating bubbles. That, and there's constantly new particulates, like little pieces of bait that come through, like worms, and there's one, wax worms, maybe not wax worms, I don't know. There's just there's new baits that's flowing through there for these little fish to feed on. Little crickets and, you know, whatever's washed up on the riverside that gets pushed out into that current seam. Those fish just sit next to that current seam and gobble it up. You know, like some minnows like to hang out pretty close to that aerated water. So bigger fish such as walleye, bass, crappie, northern, you know, they like to hang out on the outskirts, which is this slack water area, and they come in and ambush them. Well, that's kind of what I'm doing right here with my wax worms. I'm throwing it out into this calmer area, but close enough to that current seam where these fish come up and they try to ambush it, thinking, you know, they have a better chance of getting a meal. Well, little do they know there's a hook through that little piece of bait, and I catch the fish. They are a predator to the bait that I'm using, and I am a predator to the fish that I am catching. And I found that snag again. God dang it. I might have to end the video here. There it is. Can you see it out there, you guys? Downed a little bush there. Oh, is it gonna come off? Probably not. Might snap the line here. Ooh, what happened? What happened? Didn't snap it. Didn't snap it. Oh, I broke the hook. Well, I guess I'm done fishing. Very not cool at all. Cheap hooks, dang. All right, well, I'm gonna reel up this other rod and get out of here. Well, I mainly wanted to do this little bait fishing episode just to recap on the giveaway and give you guys more of a chance to get entered. So I will leave everything in the description down below on how you can enter this giveaway. It's a sweet little 27-inch Vraybill complete ice rod and reel, donated by Matt there at Northview Bait and Tackle. But I will leave everything in the description down below, like I said. And I wanted to thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of RJC Outdoors. We will see you on the next one.